like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face while you're sleeping. 11 most luxurious prisons in the world. Prison is a term that is often synonymous with punishment. People consider prisons to be awful places where inmates are forcibly confined and denied a variety of freedoms under the authority of the state. What are your thoughts when you hear the word prison? Does your mind get dominated by images of iron bars, subpar food, dark hallways, and overall dismay in the air? You can be forgiven to think that way, but not all prisons are like that. There are some prisons around the world that are actually the opposite of what prisons usually are. Call them luxurious or comfortable retreats, but we think these are the actual prisons we need to make sure people are rehabilitated towards being a better member of society. Anyways, before we get carried away with the way prisons work, here are the 11 most luxurious prisons in the world. Number 11. HMP Addywell, Scotland. HMP Addywell is a prison located near the village of Addywell in West Lothian, Scotland. HMP Addywell is operated by a private company, Sodexo Justice Services, and contracted to the Scottish Prison Service. The prison holds adult males who have been convicted as well as those being held on remand. The prison allocates each of its inmates 40 hours per week for productive skill building. The main objective of HMP Addywell Prison is to help inmates easily transition back to civilian life in a more fulfilling and purposeful manner. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that will take just 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell and you get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works. Number 10. California Prison, USA. This perhaps is America's most luxurious prison. This facility started to charge inmates a whopping $155 per night to stay in unused jail cells. The prison decided to make use of this previously unused jail since it was built in 2000. The jail is quite an upgrade from the average prison, as prisoners get to enjoy various entertainment programs on a widescreen HD TV in addition to gaming tables, bathrooms, cells, beds, and showers. This California prison in Fremont can accommodate up to 96 prisoners despite having just 54 beds. However, this does not change the menu or get you room service. The food is the same as it is for all prisoners in jail, with just a little more lenient regulation. But before you think anyone can go grab a suite for their prison time, this program only facilitates people with minor law infractions, and a prior approval from the judge is required before you can actually get into the comfort zone. Number 9. Otago Corrections Facility, New Zealand. While its security measures are not taken lightly, Otago provides its inmates with comfortable rooms and attributes great significance to change through skill building. Holding classes in light engineering, dairy farming, cooking, and carpentry, among other things, Otago strives to rehabilitate effectively. Otago Corrections Facility is located near Milton in the Lower South Island. OCF was one of 4 new prisons that opened between 2005 and 2007. A highly secure perimeter fence encloses a large open space containing a range of separate buildings for accommodations and services. The whole purpose of this prison is to make sure once an inmate steps out of the facility, he or she has learned a skill that will make them a useful member of society. And it's not just some prison training program. The inmate gets a national certificate in their respective fields at the end of the courses and are able to get jobs once they have served their sentences. Good job, New Zealand. Number 8. Justice Center Leoben, Austria. Located in Leoben, Austria, this jailhouse was designed by world-renowned architect Joseph Hohenson. This building was completed in 2004. One of the nice things about this jail is that it doesn't allow for overcrowding. It is able to fit 205 inmates at the absolute maximum. This looks more like a convention center than a jail from the outside. On the outside of the building along the jail's perimeter are 2 quotes. They are, "All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights." The other says, "All persons deprived of their liberty shall be treated with humanity and with respect for the inherent dignity of the human person." The first quote is from the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Most jails and prisons look like cement eyesores from the outside, but this one is seriously beautiful. Granted, they do boast that they have floor-to-ceiling windows allowing inmates to see outdoors. The windows also go up to balconies on some of the floors. There are 3 courtyards and outdoor communal areas that are enclosed by bars. The prisoners can play ping pong in the courtyard, and they're even allowed to move around as they please through their cells and also shared spaces. Each inmate has their own bathroom and kitchen area. The jail gathered a lot of attention around the world and in Europe. This jail design has become more of a model. There are plans to build a prison similar to this one on the outskirts of Berlin as well. The jail wasn't designed to look nice from the outside and to provide luxury for criminals. They consider it a rehabilitation center that aims to make inmates feel comfortable while they are in a nurturing environment where they have time to think about the crimes committed. They hope it will inspire them to live better lives once they're released back into society. Amen to that. Number 7. Chillon Castle, Switzerland. In the Lake Geneva area, this castle in Switzerland has served many functions, with its dramatic face set against a stormy sky. Gorgeous architecturally, especially from a distance, this castle has served as a medieval fort, military enforcement station, and prison. It has also served as a private residence as well, serving summer needs and set right amidst the Alps. Despite having a massive history rich with so many events, the site has unfortunately deteriorated. However, after many centuries of neglect, restoration of Chillon began towards the end of the 19th century and is still ongoing to this day, ensuring that the beautiful Chillon Castle and its tumultuous history remains there to be enjoyed for many years to come. Number 6. Aranjuez Prison, Spain. Spain's Aranjuez prison lets parents and children stay with their incarcerated family members. With many Disney characters on the walls, a nursery and a playground, the goal is to prevent kids from realizing, as long as possible, that a parent is behind bars, and also give the incarcerated parents the much-needed parenting skills and time with their children. The jail has 36 cell units for families, but the children can only stay until age 3. After that, they're taken away and put with relatives or social services. Not all inmates are eligible for the family cells, which were built in 1998. Pedophiles and other convicted sex offenders are ruled out. All candidates have to pass a 2-month observation period to prove that they are prepared to live together as couples and raise children. However, some experts believe it is not appropriate for infants to spend their first years behind bars, in any circumstances. No one thinks it's an ideal situation, not the prison psychologist nor the imprisoned parents themselves, but the arrangement beats the pain of separation. Number 5. HMP Berwyn Prison, UK. HMP Berwyn is the first publicly run super prison built in the UK, with a capacity when fully operational of nearly 2,200 inmates. The prisoners, who are referred to as men while in the prison, are housed in twin-bedded cells, or rather rooms on landings with 44 rooms on each. The rooms are equipped with basic phones, from which the men can call out to numbers pre-approved and vetted by the prison. And on top of that, each prisoner gets his own laptop, which can only be used for some specific tasks such as scheduling their visits or used for their studies inside of the prison, or something as simple as getting their weekly meals or doing their weekly shopping. The men also have a fully equipped gym inside the facility to ensure they remain active. When asked about the reason behind building such a lavish prison, a city official said that the prisoners' real punishment is them being away from their families. Number 4. JVA Fuhlsbüttel Prison, Germany. This has to be one of the best-looking prisons out there. From spotlessly clean floors to indoor laundry and swanky cells, this has got it all. One look inside, you might be wondering if this is a nice hotel or a hostel of some sort. The facility also offers a wide range of recreational facilities, with each recreational room having a dedicated telephone corner for the prisoners to call their loved ones every now and then. However, this facility is only for minor offenders, and the European Court of Human Rights has strictly assigned this for people who have not committed serious crimes. Number 3. Champ d'Olonne Prison, Switzerland. Previously infamous for overcrowding, the newly refurbished residences in Champ d'Olonne boast of spacious triple-occupancy cells that include an attached bathroom. Facilities such as these allow the inmates to feel less like prisoners and more like university dormmates working together towards rehabilitation. Built in 1977, the prison was famous for being overcrowded and, well, there is no easy way to say it, disease-infested. However, just a few $1 million and the Swiss came to the rescue of this facility and made an exemplary prison. Number 2. Pondok Bambu Prison, Indonesia. Indonesian prison conditions are commonly known to be harsh, violent, and overcrowded, but for the right price, powerful inmates can buy accommodations that look more like hotel suites than jail cells. The Pandak Bamboo Prison is where a famous businesswoman who was charged with bribery and sentenced to 5 years in prison was found living a very luxurious life. Apparently, for the right price, the rich people in Indonesia are able to afford great luxuries as well, even in prison. The prison was equipped with karaoke rooms, beautiful treatment facilities, and even had maids that were there serving the rich women in captivity. And if that wasn't enough, another facility in Indonesia called the Sukamiskin Penitentiary in West Java was found to have a similar resort-like outlook for the rich and famous of the Asian country. Well, who said money can't buy you happiness, even if it's inside prison? Number 1. Bastøy Prison, Norway. For many people, the harsh climate of Norway may create a feeling that the whole country feels like a prison. But it is a beautiful country with breathtaking architecture and magnificent alpine range. But there is more. Norway is populated with some of the most luxurious prisons in the world, one of them being Bastøy Prison. Bastøy Prison is one of the coziest places for prisoners in the world. It just holds 100 inmates. This prison offers its residents a relaxed and low-key stay. It is a maximum security prison that gives no chance for mass brawls erupting. On the contrary, many former inmates claim the place is more of a vocational facility than a prison. Unlike many of the prisons on this list, in Bastøy Prison, each inmate gets to stay in their own private cottages and enjoy activities such as horseback riding, tennis, skiing across the country, and fishing. These Maldives-like cottages have a place where inmates can just chill under the sun and forget that they're even locked up in the first place.